Hey there, boys and girls. Good afternoon. It's your old buddy Don here, Adventures of the Broken Retired. I have, about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we lost our lawn service. They decided to retire. Actually, he got some form of cancer, and they decided they were just going to spend the rest of their time enjoying themselves rather than working, which I think was the right thing to do. So I had to get a new lawn service. Well, the original lawn service had bought a special mower. Getting into our backyard with a mower, you have to go through a couple of gates, and the gates are just regular walk gates. So you have a choice. You can either get a push mower and go back there, or you can buy this fancy kind of it's a mower that you don't have to walk behind. You stand up on this like little trailer thing, and the mower pulls you around. And they bought one of those, and it fit into our backyard, so they use that. The new guy who we have doing the lawn now, he doesn't have one of those. All he's got is a push mower. So he said, Brian, you're going to have to make a gate big enough to for me to get my lawnmower through. You have to make me a gate. I need 60 inches or 57 inches to get my mower through. I think it was 57, might be 52. Either way, I need big enough to get my mower through, and no problem. As soon as it cools off, I'll make you one first chance I get. As soon as it cools off, I'll make you one. Yeah, I promise I'll do it for you this winter. Oh yeah, I'll do it for you this spring. Oh yeah, I'll do it for you. Well, I think this is going on to 3 years now, and I haven't done it yet. And he's been pushing mowing in my backyard, and he's like, bruh, we gotta do something here. So, now that I'm retired, I don't have the excuses other than the fact that I'm old and lazy, and it's going to be very, very difficult. I also forgot to charge my phone, so I don't know how long the phone's going to hold out. But, I know what I was going to say. Throwing a post hole digger in this yard is very, very difficult. This yard is, when they dug the lakes back there, all they dug was all clay they dug. And so then they put it out here. They spread it out to build the houses on. This house is built up about 3.5 feet. And the ground, you throw the post hole digger and it rings when it hits the dirt. So this is going to be digging the post holes is going to be the hard part. Digging the holes, the posts are 6x6. They got to go 2 feet in the ground, at least 18 inches, which is probably where they'll stay. But they should be 2 feet in the ground. 6x6 posts that are very heavy. I got to carry them to the other side of the house. Once those posts are set, the rest of it should be just build a couple of gates and hang them. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm going to make it, it's going to look a little funny the way I'm doing it, because I can't take the fence down and build a gate. I'm going to have to build the gate up against the existing fence. And then when the gate is done, I can take the existing fence down and go through the gate. Otherwise, the dogs will have to stay in the house through the entire gate build. I can't do that to them guys. They can't just stay in their pens all day, So anyway, I'm going to go get started on it and sit tight and hang out with me, and we'll see what we can do. Oh, no batteries for Elmer yet, so I'm pressing buttons by hand. All right. One of them needs to go right about here. So this is where we'll start. All right, let's see how this works out. As you can see, I am vigorously digging the hole. The ground was not near as hard as I was anticipating it to be, so it really went much, much easier. Very tiring work, though. And you go get me a 5-gallon bucket. Sit tight. All right. back to it. So really, this actually did go much, much easier than I thought it would. Barney and Ed, you can see them through the fence every once in a while. They were massively confused about what I was doing out there. It's hot. I'm old. I'm fat. The fat thing happened to me. That's why I'm sitting down. I got to take a break. The fat thing happened to me so quick. I think I was about 62, and I all of a sudden, boom! I put like 60 pounds on. It was incredible, and I've cut back on virtually everything I do as far as for consumption, and it ain't going away. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But I did. Hey, I still quit smoking, so something's good, right? Uh, the dirt is very sticky, very tacky, and very heavy because it's wet clay. And half the job, really, half of the work, is getting the dirt off of the post hole digger. Uh, After I dig it out, which is always a problem with a post hole digger anyway. Sit down and take another break. It's important to sit down and take a break. First of all, I'm in no giant rush to hurry up and get it done. There is no giant rush. I'm sure my lawn guy's going to appreciate it, though, because he's been having a push mow back there for so long. Anyhow, away we go. Get a tape measure. Sit tight. All right. The gate needs to be, if I recall correctly, somewhere in the mid 50s. I had told myself just to make it easy to remember, it has to be a minimum of 60 inches wide. Originally, my plan was to put 2 gates because I've built a bunch of gates over the years. And any gate you build over 3 feet, or even 3 feet, is, it really, out of wood, after a while they sag, they get impossible to use. But in this particular case, I can't use 2 gates because the gate on the right, the gate attached to the post hole that I'm digging now, would have to swing uphill because of the way the house is on the thing. So what I'm gonna have to do is put a post on the left and just make one gate that's going to be a little over 5 feet. So the gate's going to have to be real stout, real heavy, hang it on 4 hinges. That's one of the reasons I'm using 6x6s instead of 4x4s to hang the gate, so they'll stay straight, stay where they're at. I'm going to put a brace across the top as well to help stop the boards from warping or from sagging due to the weight of the gate. But there we go. We're digging away. There you can see the dogs through the fence, trying to figure out what I'm doing. It actually went pretty well. I'm happy with it. Rest. All right. And my low battery warning is on. All right, boys and girls, as you can see from my shirt, it's hot outside today. I've got to get the holes are dug, which is good because that went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. My camera doesn't have much charge, so what I'm going to do is just show you this real quick. Then I'm going to put it back on charge and get them out. I got to get the 6x6s out. Look where they are. Now I can't see. Can I see in there? You see down there on the floor? There we go. There we go. See down there on the floor, those 2 bottom 6x6s? I got to dig those out. And they are blocked in by a bunch of stuff. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the phone on charge and get them out of there. Doesn't that sound like fun? All right, boys and girls, we got to see what they are apart from each other at the base. And then I'm going to set 25 pounds of concrete in each hole. Pack it in there and get it wet. And then walk away from them. Make sure they're level. And walk away from them for today. There's no shade back here right now, so let's hope all this works out well. The reason those posts are white is because they're actually takeoffs from a job that I did a year ago or more. I don't remember exactly when it was now. It might have been a couple of years. Those were actually wrapped support posts for a guy's house. The house was very expensive, and those posts were not a good choice to put for supporting his front porch. So he wanted them replaced, and so there's nothing wrong with them. Perfect for a fence. I knew I had to build a gate, so I decided, hey, I'm going to keep these and use them to make a gate. All right. Be right back. All right, boys and girls. I'm back. Gonna center up this other post. Excuse my butt if it gets in the camera. Or not centered up, but set it. Keep my butt out of your view. Hello, Barn. How you making out there, Barney Barn? That post on the that post on the right did not want to cooperate. When I stuck it in the hole, I put the bottom of it a little bit too close to the fence, and it turns out that there was a fence board from the original fence, on the original fence, right behind it that was bowed out some, so I couldn't push it back as much as I wanted to. I shoved stuff in at the bottom, tried to get the bottom to slide forward. It just did not want to cooperate. The one on the left, man, I stuck it in the hole, dumped in the concrete, pushed it up, and it was dead on the money both ways. That one on the right just did not want to play. It took a while. Then I ended up having to stick a little stick in there too. I used one 50-pound bag of concrete between the two, thinking that would be enough. But I'm gonna go back today and get another bag and fill the rest of the hole with that other bag just to try to make it as solid as I can. Got to be tough, man. Got to be tough. Got to last. Excuse my behind. Didn't mean to do that. But the posts are set. So the posts are set. My back is killing me. But the posts are set. And they're level. They're straight, whatever. Now it's just get away from them, leave them alone, and let them dry. Let them set. Thank you very much. All right, boys and girls. Good afternoon. It's today is Wednesday or Tuesday. Sorry about that. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday I dug the holes and set those poles outside. I put 25 pounds of concrete in each hole. I've been thinking about it. I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna put a little more. So I went and got another bag of concrete. And I realized last night while I was sleeping, that when I made Amy's water line for the patio, the water hose to the patio, excuse me. I realized last night while I was sleeping, I realized that when I made that, when I put that water line, I forgot to put a cushion. You got to put a pipe that comes up that has no water in it, that allows the mass to have some spring. Because once you get all that water moving, if it stops all of a sudden, the mass will blow the pipeline. So I went and bought a pipe cap, and a T, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna put the T together with the pipeline probably first, and then go out there and find the spot because it's got to have a cushion. So my mistake. So let's do this. Let me put the knee pads on because I'm saving whatever I can pain wise. I'll save myself. I'm gonna have to get the sorry, my head's in the picture. I'm gonna have to get the concrete out of the back of the car and stick it in the bucket. I put about half of it in the bucket, fill one hole, and come back and fill the other one, then put a little water in there. So I guess it's time to get jiggy with it. Ooh. All right. I have a hard time figuring out how to take low camera shots. I guess the only way to do it is to do this because the tripod doesn't pivot. The top of it only pivots to 90 degrees. So there's that. You go get the stuff. I'll be right back. All right, here's a bag of concrete. No, a little more. Try to get half the bag in there. All right, that's about half. Now, where's the stick I had yesterday? Oh, it's out there. So what do I need? A pair of pliers for the water faucet. The stick's already out there. Ought to be in good shape. How about we turn the camera around and go for a walk? There we go. Those bags are not full of trash, by the way. They're full of junk, but not trash. There's the work from yesterday. All right, see what we can do here. So I did a bunch of this overdubbing and happened to realize that I didn't have the microphone turned on. Let me go get the rest of it. So this time we're going to try it with the mic turned on, see how that works out. Now, I don't know how sensitive the microphone is. I don't know if you can hear Barney and Ed in the background going crazy. But there's a train coming, so they're going nuts. right, bit of water. It's difficult to do the second overdub because you can't remember what you said first time around. All right, mission accomplished. Back to the garage. Huh. Odd noise. All right, now take and have a sip for a minute. Concrete dust. Everything's covered in concrete dust. Just from that little bit. Oh. All right. Sit down and spam call. Sit down and take a break for a minute. And go out there and fix that water line. All right, boys and girls. Gotta get this ready. Here's the pipe for the water cushion file. Knock the edges off a little bit. I'm not 100% sure why you do this, but I think it's so the burr doesn't just wipe all the glue off. I'm going to do it to both ends because the other end's going to have to go in the T. Might as well do it while I got it in my hand. I'm sure there's a tool you can buy that does this much quicker than the way I'm doing it, but it is what it is because I don't have it. These pipes are just drops from when I did it the other day. Kind of surprised I forgot to do this, but hey, there was one perfect guy and they killed him, right? So it is what it is. And pipe cap that is the right size. That's a good thing. So let's make one part out of these two. What do you say? My mom asked me one time where I learned to do all this. And I told her, well, I guess I learned from Dad. I don't know. I would assume I learned from my father. Isn't that where you learn stuff? And she said, well, it couldn't be because he couldn't do all of that. I find that a bit hard to believe that my dad couldn't do all of this. So I don't know what you think about that. Turn it when you put it together, hold it for 30 seconds. All right, now we'll go outside and do the rest of this. I'll clean the right here. I'll do that right here. I don't want to clean the pipe because if I put it down in the yard, it'll get dirty again. And I'm sure I'm going to set it down. This is getting done on the inside, so it ought to be okay. Now I can't carry it by sticking my finger in it. All right, let's go. Now I'm going to carry the camera. All right. Let me turn it around. Can't turn it around and leave it on. Let's put it down right here, turn the water off. Turn the water off down there. It's me, Ed. Now, big question is, where's a good spot? I guess we'll just do it right there. I debated on whether I should put this with the fence gate or not. But why not? You know, why not? And I was really kind of surprised that I didn't have a problem because one time before I had a problem when I forgot to put a cushion in. And I ended up with a pipe that broke, so I had to go out there and redo it. And it's easy to forget stuff. What can I say? They had one perfect guy, they killed him, right? So anyway, this is an important thing because all that water moves. You know, water's heavy. And all that water moves as a mass, and it's not compressible. So if you turn it off too fast, it slams in the pipe, and it'll break a pipe joint. So you got to have a cushion in there. You have them in your house, right by every faucet. They're in the wall. You can't see them, but you've got them. All right, and that should do it. Now I'm going to have to wait before I can turn the water back on. But that doesn't really make any difference. Boy, it's hard staying tied up like that for that long. Okay. We should be. I'll have to wait a couple hours before I turn it back on. We should be good. Whew. My knees are all funny. Okay, whoa. Got that the wrong way, don't I? That's the way it's supposed to be. And there we go. one air cushion. Probably bigger than it needs to be, but I'd rather it be too big than too small. See if I can get out of the gate now. All right. All right, let's open this back up and turn this back around. All right, that is today's projects. Other than, I have, a video to get out now because the building a gate video is going to be different. I am a firm believer in staying away from the concrete until it's fully set, because you can move it. So I'm just going to stay away from it. Best thing to do. And what I'll do is I'll go tomorrow, I'll go measure the hole and get out a piece of paper and draw up the gate so that I can get a material list together and know exactly what I got and what I need, and build the gate on this table right here in the garage and go out there and hang it up. Just build the frame of the gate, put the boards on it while it's out there. I should have everything I need to do it with, but a lot of my stuff, especially fasteners, are over at Molly's house. So I'm probably going to have to go buy some. So we'll see what I need, see what I got, and go from there. In the meantime, thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's very, very kind and considerate of you to spend your time with me. Thank you. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. I hope everything's going wonderful for you. Thanks.